What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Pitching Ninja's filthiest pitches of the day. I am Pitching Ninja, and I'm here with Will Leahey. What's happening, Will?
Ninja, I got guests strewn about my little New York City apartment. I'm keeping a hush this episode, Ninja. Let them get some shut eye.
We're going to start with the whip around the league. Corbin Burns had 6 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 1 run on 3 hits. ERA this year is 2.55, and this was just a workman's-like effort by Burns. He had these sliders, nasty curveballs, and of course his cutters. And he faced Ross Stripling, who had 3 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 2 runs, and had these fastballs. Gavin Stone had 2 Ks in 7 innings, giving up 1 run. Pretty good outing from Stone. Not a lot of Ks. I did have him in my K-prop parlay, so that sucked, but he pitched well, so that's good. He had this fastball and changeup. He faced Chris Bassett, who did not pitch well. Bassett had 4 Ks in 2 2/3 innings, giving up 7 runs. He had this fastball and slow curveball. Miles Michaelis had 5 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 2 runs. He had this changeup, sweeper, and pretty nice curveball here. He faced Jose Buto, who had 4 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 4 runs, and had this slider. Luis Gil, the Gila monster, had 6 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 5 runs. He had these fastballs, changeups, and slider. Faced Colin Ray, who had 4 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 5 runs, and had these fastballs. Am I the only one who starts thinking of his name like, come on, Eileen?
Ninja, I hadn't, but now I might. And I will say, it's not the worst song to have stuck in your head.
No. Tura, Lura, yay. Nathan Eovaldi had 8 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 1 run. He had these fastballs, including this painted fastball, these curveballs, and splitters, and picked up a sword. He faced Graham Ashcraft, who had 3 Ks in 6 1/3 innings, giving up 1 run. Solid outing from Ashcraft. He had this 91-mile-an-hour slider for a sword. Didn't have a lot of Ks, but good stuff from Ashcraft. Aaron Nola had 10 Ks in 8 innings, giving up 3 runs. He had this beautiful 2-seamer that ran 20 inches backdoor, perfectly painted, absolutely perfect. And then this knuckle curve. He faced Joe Musgrove, who had 4 Ks in 3 2/3 innings, giving up 7 runs. His ERA now is 6.94. He did have this dirty slider, but gave up a ton of bombs this game. Zach Eflin had 4 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 4 earned runs. He had this sinker and wicked sweeper. He faced Chris Flexen, who was really good with 2 Ks in 5 scoreless innings and had this beautiful slow curveball.
Is that the snake flexing?
That was Chris the Snake Flexen. Flexing his muscles, if you know what I mean.
Pulled out some curveballs, huh?
He did, and a big old heater. Zach Gallen had 3 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 3 runs. He had these fastballs and dirty knuckle curve, but appeared to get injured on this pitch. Didn't want to leave the game. Not sure what happened here. Looks like it could have been a lower body injury, but can't really tell. We'll find out soon. Hopefully he's okay. He faced Emerson Hancock, who had 4 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 1 run. And he had these fastballs, and his fastball's been really good lately. Trevor Williams had 1 K in 5 innings, giving up 1 run. He had this changeup for a sword. He faced Anthony Maldonado, who had 2 Ks in 3 scoreless innings as the opener. He was called up because the Jesus Lizard, Jesus Luzardo, is injured. And Maldonado picked up his first Major League K on this slider and had another nasty slider in this game. Bailey Ober, all 6'9" of him. Very nice. Had 8 Ks in 7 1/3 innings, giving up 2 runs on 3 hits. He took a no-hitter deep into this game, and he can be filthy at times. He had these changeups and slider for a sword. He faced Patrick Sandoval, who had 4 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 3 earned runs, and had these changeups. Quinn Priester was really good yesterday with 6 strikeouts and 6 scoreless innings. He had these fastballs and sliders, picked up a sword. He faced Kyle Harrison, who was also really good with 7 strikeouts and 6 scoreless innings. Had this fastball, slider, and changeup for a sword. Chris Sale was outstanding yesterday with 6 strikeouts and 7 innings, giving up only 2 hits and 1 run. And that run was on a home run, so it doesn't count. He had these fastballs and sliders, including this absolutely disgusting one. And here's an overlay of his fastball and slider that shows you just how much that slider moves. Look how far outside that slider starts. And you can get a hitter both on velo difference and the movement of this pitch. Sale retired his last 17 consecutive hitters this game. He is looking like vintage Chris Sale. And I know that makes Will happy, but Will's not talking this episode.
Sale can get me to speak up a little bit. I love this man, Ninja. The 2018 Red Sox champion martyr. Love the guy.
I love him too. He faced Logan Allen, who had 5 Ks in 4 2/3 innings, giving up 4 runs, and had this paint-ish fastball in the sweeper. Shota Imanaga continued to dominate. He had 7 strikeouts in 6 1/3 innings, giving up 1 run on 5 hits.
Another legend.
He is a freaking legend. Amen. Although I made the mistake on Twitter of saying, I love myself some Shota. I spelled his name right, but apparently Shota or Shota means something completely different in Japanese anime stuff, and it's not good. So I had to delete.
It's not like penis, is it?
No, it's having sex with little boys.
Is that actually what it is? Oh boy, Ninja.
So I tweet this. I had Shota getting fired up. I tweet, I love myself some Shota. And somebody's like, you do know what Shota means. And other people are defending me like I put the little character over to O, so it clearly differentiated it. But I didn't know what that meant.
Here's your platform. Do you renounce the other form of Shota? You are not a fan. You can say it here first.
I am 100% not a fan of any other form of Shota, only the Shota Imanaga that is pitching in this game. Shota dominated with his elevated fastballs over and over and over again. He picked up 7 whiffs on his fastballs. Opponents are only hitting 115 against his fastball and slugging 192 off it. He's got a very unique fastball in that it has a ton of rise to it, or less sink than the ordinary fastball, by almost 4 inches. So that's a whole bat. So you think you're swinging at something and you're missing it by a bat. And he has a low release point, which makes the ball even seem to rise more. So that's why you see him throwing his fastball up in the zone and being successful with it, despite not having a ton of velo. You can see in this chart where his fastball ranks among pitches in the entire major leagues. It is behind Corbin Burns' cutter, and that's it. His fastball's ahead of Tyler Glasnow's fastball. That's how good his fastball is. He also gets a little more horizontal break than is normal for this velo. So it makes his fastball really, really tough on hitters. He also has filthy splitters, as you see here, and picked up this K and got absolutely fired up. Inject this into my veins. He also got amazingly impressed by Tyler O'Neill going yard off him to center field. Look at his face. My man is a human emoji. He later, after the game, said he thought, it's short in right and left field. He couldn't believe this ball went out in center field. Man is a absolute character on the bump. I love some Shota Imanaga.
Right.
He faced Cutter Crawford, who had 4 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 3 earned runs, and had these fastballs, splitters, and cutter. Seth Lugo was my filthiest starter of the day yesterday. He had 9 strikeouts in 7 scoreless innings, giving up only 3 hits. His ERA this year is only 1.66. He had 20 curveballs at over 3,200 RPMs this game, which is the most in 3 years, according to Codified Baseball. The last guy to do that was Dustin May. And he had this wicked sweeper, and Trevor May chimed in and said, man, y'all got to watch out if Seth Lugo has himself a sweeper now. He had these curveballs at 3,409 RPMs, and this one at 3,438 RPMs, making it the highest RPMs on any swing and miss this entire year. A fantastic outing by Seth Lugo, and he's proven himself to be a dominant starter, something the Mets didn't let him do. He faced Reese Olson, who was also outstanding yesterday. Olson had 8 strikeouts in 7 innings, giving up only 1 run. His ERA this year is 3.18, and he's proven himself to be one of the better young starters in baseball. As I noticed last year, the man is disgusting. He had these painted fastballs, this slider, and his changeups which is one of the best changeups in baseball among starters. He has a 56% whiff rate on his changeup. And I love this call from Jason Benetti. Strike zone was a little large yesterday.
Got him, strike three, somewhere in the area.
Despite CB Buckner's crappy strike zone, I do often picture him knocking out random dudes with his punch out. If you can tell me who this was that got knocked out and who actually knocked him out, you'll get bonus points. Leave me your thoughts in the comments. Now onto my filthiest relievers. Keegan Aiken had this slider. Keegan Thompson, no relation, had this slider. Ynier Cano had these wicked changeups. Clay Holmes had these filthy sliders. And if you haven't been watching, Clay Holmes has a 0 ERA this year. Alex Lang had these filthy curveballs. Derek Law had 5 consecutive outs by strikeout with his cutter and these sliders. John Schreiber had this slider and got absolutely fired up. This is typical John Schreiber type stuff. Jose Leclerc had these sliders. Kyle Finnegan had this splitter. Hunter Harvey had this filthy splitter. Tyler Rogers had this slider. And Kirby Yates had this fastball and splitter. My top 5 filthiest pitches of the day yesterday. At number 5 is Aaron Nola's backdoor sinker that ran 20 inches. Beautifully painted. At number 4, Chris Sale's ridiculous slider. At number 3, we have Ryan Walker's back foot slider, literally. And I love the announcers getting fired up here, thinking a run's going to score, and then come to the realization that it actually hit the batter, and he's automatically out, and you can't advance on it. Oh, no.
Struck him out, but he can score a run.
No, it hit him.
Oh, it hit him.
Yep.
Oh, oh no.
At number 2, Seth Lugo's buzzsaw curveballs. And at number 1, again, we have medieval Mason Miller going absolutely medieval on the Orioles yesterday. Just disgusting stuff by Miller. The highlight for the Orioles is this weak ground ball off 102. He is just a force of nature. Don't mess with this man. He's the baddest man on the planet right now. Pure electricity. He's averaging 18.2 Ks per 9 and doesn't even walk a lot of guys. Filth machine. Look out. Medieval Mason Miller is here to stay, and he's going to go medieval on your ass. And now, my pitching ninja moment of Zen. John Kruk got a little confused at why they were yelling at Bryce Harper yesterday, but when he realized it was pure gold.
Yelling at Harper. Like, what can you possibly yell at him? He just hit one 9,000 feet.
I think he's trying to tell him that the guy next to him looks like him.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. It's our Audi electric play, and you know Bryce is so good he can hit and sit in the stands and watch at the same dang time.
That guy does. He does resemble him.
I wonder if he gave him a headband.
My picks of the day today are 3-leg parlay. I'm going to start with Jordan Hicks for 5 Ks or more, then take Edward Cabrera for 6 Ks or more, and top it off with Dylan Cease for 7 Ks or more. What would your picks of the day be?